Welcome back. About a week ago, I received an email, an automated email from YouTube that let me know that I was about to get kicked out of the partner program. For those of you who don't know, the partner program is basically when you meet a certain threshold on YouTube, you get to be a part of this program where you get special features, you get to run ads on your videos if you want. Just basically, you're a more dedicated video uploader. And of course, it's not really a surprise because I have not been a very dedicated video uploader the past year. I have been a part of the partner program since it was still new. I'm pretty sure the thresholds have changed 100 times since I was admitted into the partner program, and I don't even know what they are now. I don't even know what features are part of it. I don't know what I'm gonna lose if and when I actually do get kicked out of the program. Not a huge deal, but it still kind of feels weird. But I've still been watching, I've still been here. I just have not been able to upload for various reasons, mostly having to do with busyness, tiredness, creative energy, just kind of at an all-time low. But yeah, I'm still in New York. I still love the city. Still haven't quite figured it out, but I've gotten a lot further than last time you saw me. It's just getting into fall weather now, and as you might know, I am a fall person. Hardcore fall person. This is my season. So I think that's why I feel so good and I want to record and I want to get back into the game. I'm not saying I'm going to be recording every single week. That's not happening, but I am here, I am back, and yeah, I just wanted to update you on everything that's been going on. So, New York, after a year, I still really love it. There's obviously things that I don't like. There's obviously things I miss from Paris as well. But overall, I think this is definitely the place that I need to be and the place that my husband and I need to be. So we're both really happy here. There are still definitely some moving pieces for us. We have an apartment we love, you know, it's starting to get furnished. We have some nice autumn colors back here. I'm so excited. And you know, autumn candles here. Everything is autumn year round for me. We got some cool Lord of the Rings posters and some other types of posters. We have some pictures up. We have a couch. Actually, I think, did I have a couch last time I recorded? I don't think I did. The cats are very happy here. We have a desk now. Actually, we have monitors right next to each other, my husband and me. And we have a big desk that we share. I call it Mega Desk. It's really great for gaming together, which we love to do. So everything is coming together really nicely at the apartment. We're really happy in the area. It was really a gamble because I don't know New York. I didn't know New York before I came. So I really took a chance when it came to picking where to live in New York. And obviously I was a little bit guided by rent prices and available apartments and all of that. But the place where we ended up is just fantastic. We've renewed our lease. We're really happy here. So that's going great, but there are still some moving pieces in other aspects. It'll just take a while. You know, it was an international move for both of us. He's not American, he's French, so that, you know, aspect for him was difficult, but also for me coming back after 5 years living in France, having so much, you know, established in France and having to reestablish here. And of course, New York is a totally different state with entirely different systems and everything, but also cultural things. The East Coast is very different from the Midwest. Simple things like you can't buy wine at the supermarkets here. I came from a place where you could buy wine at Walmart. It's a very different place. The East Coast and New York specifically is not like the place that I grew up. So it feels almost like a different country some days. Bingley, what you doing, love? What you doing? You gonna sit there? You gonna sit there? Obviously, they're very at home. So far, I have done several really fun things in the city, and I have also just grown a to-do list that still even has some stuff on there that I had from last year that I haven't done yet. Really, if I had to pick one regret from the first year being here and something that I really need to improve, is just that I haven't, you know, gone out and done as much stuff as I wanted to. There are so many things that I wanted to do since day one and I haven't done. There are several things I have done, which, you know, I will talk about a little bit, and if you want to see more of those day to day, follow me on Instagram. I have a continuation of a problem. This is not something that started in New York. It's not even something that started during COVID, but I think it did get worse during the pandemic just because we were, you know, stuck at home for so long. But I have a really bad tendency to get sucked into my work and just locked into my computer. And once it starts, it's really hard to break away. So I will get up in the morning and log into work and just get absorbed. And I found myself doing this again here. It was a little bit better when I first arrived, just because I had so much to manage and so much to do constantly, just to kind of make myself at home in the slightest. But now that I'm a bit cozier, I'm a bit more settled, there's not as many pressing and urgent things to do for, you know, settling in, I've found the problem is just as bad as it was in Paris and as it was, you know, before Paris, really. What I'd like to do is start going to cafes more, start working in cafes, and I've done it a few times. It's been great. I don't know why I'm not doing it more. If you have any tips, if you have the same problem, which I know a lot of people do, definitely leave them in the comments below. I would love to know what works for you. As far as things to do in New York, like events and things like that, probably the highlight so far has been seeing Phantom of the Opera. That was a huge, huge one on my to-do list. And now I'm even happier that I did it, because they've recently announced that they're shutting down the Broadway show, which is just, don't even talk to me about it. Don't ask me about it. I've also been to a few different museums. There's still several more on my list that I want to get to. And I've also seen lots of concerts, classical concerts in particular, and the season's just starting up again for the fall, so I'm gonna see a lot more. I'm going to New York Comic Con, which at the time that you're watching this has just happened. So let me know if you wanna see some photos or kind of shaky camera footage from that. Oh, I did DunderCon, which I think has just been renamed to something else, but it's the Office Con that has just been started. Like I said, the cats are also super comfortable here, which is very important. The cats rule the roost. Their will goes. So the fact that they're happy means that we're happy as humans. And we actually fostered for the first time. This is a huge, huge wish of mine for a long time. And I actually looked into lots of different organizations in Paris, and I tried to do some digging to see if there was a possibility. We couldn't really foster in Paris because we didn't have the space for it, but I really wanted to volunteer in animal rescue. It's something I've wanted to do for a very long time, and maybe something exists in Paris that I just couldn't find and wasn't aware of, but everything that I could find was so far out of the city that it wasn't practical to get to unless you had a car. Here in New York, there are a few organizations that are really easy for us to get to. So I started volunteering in person at a rescue, and also we fostered. I did get attached, very attached. It is really hard. I expected it to be, but it hit me a little bit harder, I think, than I imagined it even possible, but it was completely worth it. I'm gonna get emotional if I keep talking about this, but yeah, fostering was an amazing experience, and I am gonna do it again, so I'll keep you posted. I have been reading as well and writing. I have a few updates about that, but I'm gonna be recording a video pretty soon and posting that on my writing channel, so if you wanna learn more about that, if you wanna stay updated, I will be posting more on my writing channel than this channel, just because I do have a theme there. I have, you know, something that I want to talk about, and even though it's been a little bit quiet recently, I'm gonna reboot it, and I will be posting more regularly on that channel. Definitely follow me there if you want to hear a little bit more about that. And on Instagram, as always, I post on Instagram, and I'm really trying to come up with ways to up my game on Instagram. Once again, has to do with the creative energy and all of that I'm still trying to find a balance for. Something I remember coming up a lot last year when I was talking about the move, and something that I was a little bit concerned about as well, is my French. Am I gonna lose my French level when I leave France? I lived there for 5 years, and when I arrived, I could barely hold a conversation. I was, you know, very new. I've never taken French classes, so it was something that I had to really kind of learn as I went. And I got fluent. I got very comfortable. I was able to really hold my own. I was able to give directions to people in the streets, which is something I can barely do in English either. So that was a huge accomplishment. So the question is, have I forgotten French? Or have I forgotten some of my French? Or have I lost some of my level in French? Really, if we're being honest, I don't know. But I do still use French on a daily basis. I use it for work. There's also media, like I watch a lot of YouTube videos still in French. I watch Twitch videos in French. I listen to podcasts sometimes in French. I listen to French music and, you know, read French text, and I have it in my social media feeds and everything. So literally every single day I have French in my life. So it's impossible for it to go too far. If I'm being honest in terms of how I feel in the fluency or how I feel when I try and speak it with people, I don't feel like I've gotten worse. There are occasionally some words that maybe I would have thought of faster and would have had more at the ready because I would have recently used them, especially when it comes to things that I probably would have used, you know, at the supermarket or at the doctor's office, or kind of just doing day-to-day tasks that now are in English. So yeah, there's probably occasions when I might have been a little bit more comfortable doing it when I was used to it living in France. But I don't think that I've lost fluency. I don't feel like I've lost it. With the occasion of some vocabulary words and things like that maybe don't come quite as swiftly. So that makes me really happy as well, that I don't feel like, you know, after a whole year, I don't feel like I've lost my French. No matter how long I live in New York or anywhere else, I'm still gonna be an American who will hopefully sometime soon have double nationality, who's married to a French person, who has a French family now, who lived in France for 5 years. Regardless of where I live now or in the future, I still had those 5 years, and it's 100% a part of me. So it's not going anywhere. It's just possibly gonna take a little bit more effort to maintain the French level that I expect from myself and that I want to have. And now, of course, my battery's dying. I'm so out of practice. All right. I hope that's the same angle. I was taking pictures of my foster kittens and I forgot to charge my camera battery. Of course, the battery would die about the time that I wanted to wrap up this video anyway. I think that's pretty much everything I want to talk about. I've probably forgotten some stuff here and there, but you know, I could talk all day because it's been a long time. I don't exactly know what kind of content I want to make moving forward. I know that I'm going to keep uploading. I know that I'm going to keep making videos for this channel. Obviously, like I said, my writing channel is my main priority, but this one is still very important to me. It's my original. I've been vlogging here since 2013. So even if I just do videos like this from time to time, or maybe I'll do more vlog style, that's what I had been doing. It's what I usually feel more comfortable doing. So maybe I'll do some more of that. Let me know in the comments if that's what you want to see. If you have made it this far in the video, I sincerely thank you. Thank you so much for still being subscribed, unless you're new here, which I kind of doubt because I don't know how this video is actually gonna find new people, because what am I gonna put in the tags? But if you are new here, I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you're, you know, curious what I do moving forward. If you're an OG subscriber, thank you so much for sticking around. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you for watching my videos and supporting me and following me through so many different steps, from, you know, US to UK to Spain to US to France, now to US, but a different part of the US. It's been a journey. Speaking of change, this is probably the last video for a while that I'm gonna have this color hair. That's about to change in a couple of days, just saying. I'd love to know also what's going on with you. Like, how has 2022 been? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe a couple of things that have happened for you this year. If you've moved to a new place or started a new hobby, you've just listened to me blabber on for however long about my life. So I would love to hear from you too. Again, thank you so much for watching and staying subscribed, or subscribing if you're new. I will be posting more. I don't know when, but you will see my face again. And subscribe to my writing channel if you want to see me more on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok if you wanna, because I do a little TikTok now. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you very soon in another video. Hamlet, you finally decided to make an appearance. Do you want to go on the camera? Oh, such a pretty boy. Are you happy here? Are you a New York cat? He's a French cat. Who are we kidding? Do you want to go sit by the window? That's what you want. Okay, I'll go put you by the window.